Hey everyone, my name is Gamer Corey and welcome back to another Red Dead Online video. Now in today's video, I actually want to show you guys how to get into your own private solo lobby. So there's a lot of reasons why you guys want to do this. Now this isn't a money glitch by any means. This is actually just basically one of two things. You can either one, get away from all other players and get into your own and be able to do your own thing here in Red Dead Online. Plus, you can get into your own lobby to get access to a lot of the animals that should be spawning here in Red Dead Online. Plus, a lot of the gang hideouts, a lot of the random encounters, treasure hunters. All of those people will be completely available to you guys in a private solo lobby, and that's actually what I want to be able to show you. I came down here to the Heartland Overflows to kind of show you guys, one, that there are obviously no animals here in today's session, and I'm going to be doing this live for you guys so you guys can actually see this working as best I can. Now, I'm going to cut this out because it does take about 20 minutes to a half an hour to actually get into your own lobby, and honestly a lot of that time is waiting around. So I'm going to show you guys that we are in a lobby full of people. We have 20 people that are currently in this lobby. There are a couple requirements that are needed in order to get this to work. Number one, you're going to have your own posse. You're going to have a persistent posse. And number two, you're going to want to have your trader available, your trader role. And the reason that we're going to be using the trader role is because we actually need to do a resupply mission, and that's how we're going to get into our own solo lobby. Now, there's a few things that you don't want to do when you actually get into a solo lobby, but I'm going to go over that in a little bit later in the episode. So let's just kind of dive right into it. So the first thing that we're actually going to go ahead and have to do is head on over to our camp. Now, you guys can either fast travel over to that location, or you can ride on over to that location. Spending a couple dollars for me is really not that bad, and I was relatively close to my camp anyway because I was already in the Heartlands. So now that we have finally spawned at our camp, which took an amazingly long time to actually get over here for whatever reason, let's go in and just work the step by step in order to get this. Like I mentioned before, you guys will need to have the butcher's table, so you'll have to have the trader rule, which will cost you 15 gold bars on a normal day. Sometimes it's free, sometimes it's only 10 gold bars. It just kind of depends. But you will have to have this for the requirement, so right now it's currently 15 gold bars. The first thing that you're going to want to do is go into your posse and reform your posse that you have already created. So if you don't already have one, you're going to have to form one. It's going to cost you $200 to form a persistent posse, but at least you can do this multiple times if you really want to. So that's the first step. Now, the next step that you're going to want to do is we're going to change the setting to invite only. That is very important that we do that so nobody else comes into our session or joins us off of our session. We want to be able to invite people. So if we want to be able to do the solo lobby and we want to invite people, we can definitely do that. So I was in a friend's lobby earlier. He was already in a glitched out session, and I was able to join him after his invite, and then it was just us two for the entire time, which is pretty amazing. All right, so now that is out of the way, the next thing you're going to want to do is go down to online options and change social matching to off. And that's all that we really have to do at this point. So now we can actually go ahead and start this whole thing, and there is a lot of waiting that goes involved and that's revolving around this. But what we need to do is to go to talk to Crips. So we're going to go here, and then we're actually going to go ahead and start a resupply mission. So just go ahead and hold down whatever button is appropriate on your console. And then Crips is going to give us a little bit of a story, and he's going to let us know what he wants us to do. And you can either go and do it for a little bit, or you cannot go anywhere. And that's actually what I plan on doing. I'm just actually going to stay here in the camp and wait for the time to run down a little bit, and then I'm going to come back to the butcher's table in just a moment. So now that we're actually approaching the 4-minute mark here, we're actually going to go ahead and just go right back to our butcher's table and just go into it, like right around that 4-minute mark. You saw that I actually was able to get into it right at the 4-minute mark. So now at this point, we actually just wait for the timer to expire. But now we're kind of waiting for the timer to kind of expire, and Crips talking to us nonstop because that's just what he likes to do. including even me to you guys. This glitch honestly is truly not a money glitch. Now obviously you can, you know, fill up your trading roll with a ton of animals that you're gonna be able to do, but it's not going to glitch anything like as far as duplicating money and things like that. So that's actually the reason that I'm showing that on here in the channel. And a lot of people really want to get away from griefers because there has been an abundance of them. I mean, just yesterday, as an example, I was riding through Blackwater, minding my own business, trying to get to the fast travel location, and somebody just shot me in the back from an extremely long way away using the Carcano rifle. So that's the reason that I wanted to be able to show this to you guys, because there's a lot of benefits to actually doing that. And then, honestly, it gets you away from a lot of other players. And honestly, what's even better is you have access to all the animals and gang hideouts and bootlegger missions all for your lonesome. So anyway, let's go and wait for this timer to expire so that we can get into the next segment of this glitch. Now, as our time gets pretty close to expiring on us, and we actually entered into our butcher's table around that 4-minute mark, we're actually not going to go ahead and leave the butcher's table once we actually complete this and we actually basically fail that mission. So mission is over, timer expired. Now what we want to go ahead and do is basically just start another resupply mission at this point in time. Now at this point in time, we can either listen to crypts or we can do a couple different things. If you want to be able to go outside of the camp, you definitely can do that. Again, I'm just going to be standing inside of the camp waiting for the time to run down just a little bit.
Right?
And now what we're going to do, instead of waiting till the 4-minute mark, we're actually going to wait till the minute mark. So what we're basically going to be doing is just standing here in the camp, just kind of waiting for everything to happen. Well, actually, it might have actually already happened here for us. So let's just take a look. We are already in our own private lobby. So basically what happens is once you go ahead and do that, it should tell you that you start the resupply mission. But if it doesn't tell you, like it just did for me, then you don't have to do anything at all. So which is pretty amazing. However, if it basically says to go ahead and do the resupply mission and it has the timer and everything else that you guys want to be able to do, then basically at that minute mark, you would come back to the butcher's table, wherever it went. It's right there. And then you would just kind of sit here. And then you would just sit here and then wait till that timer expires and then restart the resupply mission again. And you keep doing that until you basically saw what you saw. And that way we actually don't have a timer anymore. And that's how you get into your own solo lobby, which is pretty amazing. So again, I'm going to show you guys here the only one that we are currently in our own lobby session. Now, what you can do is you can actually do resupply missions here and whatnot. However you want to basically just order the supply. As soon as you do the start resupply mission again, it will kick you out of that that solo lobby. So unfortunately, we're going to be playing and purchasing the supplies. So let's go ahead and actually do that right now because we actually need them. So we are going to be spending that that $20. Now, if you don't really want to put that money into it and you want to be able to put yourself back into a solo lobby right away, you definitely can do that. So it does make it relatively easy if you don't order the supplies. There are a lot of different reasons why you want to do this, and I kind of have mentioned these before, but if you guys do have any questions, please let me know. So I'm going to try to cover as much as I possibly can here. Gang hideouts you can do just fine. You can do the bootlegger missions that show up randomly on there. You don't want to go and talk to Maggie and do the bootlegger missions. It's basically like doing the resupply mission. It'll put you back into a solo or a public session. The other thing you actually want to do is stay away from any of the story missions. So that includes the new story missions with the boot or the moonshine roll and also the original one. So don't go and basically come over here, you go to quick join, and then you don't want to go into the story on call. If you actually go into a story, you're going to be, when that story is done, you're going to be put into a whatever public session you get put into at that point, and then you're going to be completely expired. The first time that I was actually doing it, the first part of this recording was actually done and I actually didn't get disconnected, but my cap completely vanished while I was waiting for the timer to go completely down to 0. So if that ever happens, basically just get yourself into a brand new session and repeat that process. Make sure that you join your posse. Make sure that you turn your social matching off and things like that. So, but anyway, guys, that is exactly how you get yourself into a solo lobby, so that way you guys can actually go ahead and get the things that you're wanting to participate in. Like I said, the gang hideouts and all of those other things. Amazing. Hopefully you guys get into a lobby and have a lot of fun here with Red Dead Online again. I wish you guys the best of luck. If you guys did find this video helpful in any way, then don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. It would help me out a lot and is greatly appreciated. But until next time, YouTube, you guys keep doing what you're doing because you're already doing it. And you guys, stay gaming.